Welcome back to another episode of the Pat Down, and I'm here at my house today, so you might hear my fucking kids hollering. And I'm here with my good friend Chris. Say what it is, Chris.
What it is, Chris.
My lovely daughter. Say, mommy.
Say mommy. Say it.
I've never called you mommy in my whole entire life.
I breastfed you.
Okay, for like a week.
My titties were sore.
Okay.
And I also have my other good friend here. Say hey to Dion, y'all.
Mommy!
I did not breastfeed that motherfucker. He old.
It's only going to get weirder from here.
Thank y'all for, that's it.
Yeah. It's
You better get up, get out, and tune into this podcast. This Pat spit the truth, spit the real fact. Nothing but the ugly, classy at the same time. Pat got the flavor, these are not the same lines. That's the politics, she been on the real grind. It could be pretty but ugly at the same time. Just tune in, put your lock on the spin down. Ain't no need for the wait and turn it up now. What you talking about? Is it real though? They cut the game, you get no play like Nintendo. You wasted time, turn it up, nothing but the ugly. Straight off the top, everything she say, you know it's funny. Full blast, this a taste of the future. Listen on your iPhone, on your desktop computer. Share it, tweet it, ain't no way to beat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up and gon' repeat it. Nothing but the ugly, turn it up, nothing but the ugly, turn it up.
Hello, y'all. Welcome to another episode of the Pat Down. Now, Dion is running late today because that's what black people do. That ain't about shit. They run late. But I'm black. I'm on time.
Well, this is your house, Miss Pat.
Oh, I'm at my house with no bra on. I got my real afro out. I'm bleeding like a dog, and I got my baby Garyana here. Like a hit dog. Ladies, you know what I'm talking. Ain't Flo in town, and the bitch ain't playing. The bitch ain't playing. Do you hear me? I'm up here. The Red Cross gonna have to pick me up if this shit don't slow down. It's that time of month and everybody get it. I'm old. What happened was my son is working out. My son trying to help me lose weight because I'm getting ready to do something. And so he said, Mama, if you look, I ain't had a period in a long time. And I'm not trying to tell y'all about no my period and stuff, but it shit just happened to me after about 10 years. So he said, Mama, if you lose some weight, your period come on. And I'm like, son, that's not how it works. I'm not stopped up.
It definitely is.
Well, fuck that shit. I had no idea I was stopped up like I had bread in my ass.
I don't think it comes out of your ass, right?
It comes out of everywhere. All this shit is connected. Just take my word.
Oh my God.
So I lost some weight, and my period just came on like like somebody stabbed me between the legs. So I'm going through that today, and I got my rear hair out. Aunt Flo in town. I ain't got no nails on, no makeup.
You look cute.
But I told Chris to come to my house because I don't feel like putting on no bra. It's hot. My titties sweat. They sliding across my stomach like
you
ice
don't put on
skaters.
bra when you go out though.
No, I don't. I like my titties to slide across my stomach like an ice skater. Mm-hmm.
I don't like titty sweat. It's gross.
What do you
It
call
smells like ball sweat, but you
It's
wouldn't
so
know.
nasty.
You name one Brian Boitano, the other Scott Hamilton.
Huh?
Do you nickname him
Nickname a titty?
after ice skaters?
Yeah, one too short and the other one is long. A long ding dong.
Ding dong.
My titties are uneven when you get older, Gary. When you get a man, some man is gonna pick what's titty to suck the most. And for me, it's always been the left side. So long titty, the left side.
Because the other one don't have a nipple.
Well, fuck
Okay.
you.
So I think the shooter picked that for you.
The shooter pick was titty. Well, when I had two nipples, they used to even out, but for some reason, the left titty is real, real long. Until I get some money, then I'm gonna tell them bring them back up, and I'm gonna get my nipples fixed. I got a nipple just damaged.
How you gonna have like high tits, but your neck is low?
What the fuck you mean my neck?
They
low?
gonna meet.
Huh?
You got a big neck. You have necks. They gonna meet.
They ain't gonna meet because I'm gonna get all this shit fixed. You mind your business.
I don't feel like you have a bad neck at all.
Fuck her. She had
That was so mean. You like I want like the funny thing about doing this podcast is Miss Pat doesn't she's so surprised that people like this podcast.
I wasn't going to do a podcast, like I said earlier in the introduction, but I'm really surprised how you guys are taking to my fucking everyday conversation, me stumbling, me fucking up words. And I'm just shocked. The reviews are coming in. People are really liking it, and I'm almost fucking blown away. So I was like, hey, they want to hear me talking. My husband don't want to hear me talk. Let me fucking talk.
Well, so, and leave a review for Miss Pat on your favorite podcast platform and tell her how much you like it. But I see why you're a little insecure, because you just have Garyana following you around all the time, telling you what a piece of shit you are. Look at your low neck. And
You say that I'm condescending or something?
Very, very.
No, I'm
because
not.
she had good parents.
right.
No, I'm not.
I already told her, you're not invited to my fucking funeral. If you cry,
Wait, time out. I am going to be invited because I'm the only person that's going to plan it. Now, kid don't even drink water. He going to die soon. Okay? And so I've always been here for you. I'm going to have to plan your funeral. And yes, I will take my money at the end of the day because that's what I deserve.
we black. We don't leave y'all shit.
Well, you going to, honey.
Ain't no will. The will to get the fuck out of my face.
Well, you going to get cremated.
Jokes.
Sprinkle. I'm going to sprinkle you around the ghetto.
Joke's on you. Joke's on you when I'm in the will.
Disgusting.
They'll probably kill the shit out of you, Chris.
Okay?
I can see my kids now. If I left some money, these motherfuckers be fighting over dumb shit. She like me more. But
Everybody know you like me more.
I asked God, I said, just don't let me get killed and hit by no bus. You know, if you going to kill me, Lord, kind of give me a sign that's coming. I don't want no cancer or nothing like that.
Right.
Well, I figure when I get about 60, every 10 years, I'm going to update a video. And I'm going to talk to my kids at the funeral about how I feel about them.
Okay.
And I already got it wrote down. I'm going to say, Ashley, you ain't shit.
Oh, my God.
Now, kill, you keep having all them goddamn children. You can't afford daycare. But that's right now if I died today. That's what my video said. So every 10 years, I'm updating this video. I'm going to do my own stand-up show at the fucking funeral.
Should I ask what you'd say about Garyana? Do you want me to ask that question?
Go ahead. I don't care.
All right, let's hear it. What would you say to Garyana?
Go.
Dick is delicious, and I hope you be done got some before I done checked out this motherfucker.
See, I'm not gonna get anything back because I am a saint.
Oh, shit.
I'm the best thing that ever happened to your vagina, and I stand by
Gary,
this.
the best thing
stand by your man.
Hey, Gary, this is a
Okay.
podcast. The best thing ever happened to my vagina
It's me.
is dick in the graveyard.
Okay, sorry. So the best thing that came out, not the best thing that went in.
Came out. There
Me.
was a few butterflies.
Butterflies.
She didn't have a hymen. It was just butterflies.
Ugh, what kind of cocoon do you have?
Yeah, right. Yeah, what's nesting up there that you got butterflies coming out your
Yeah,
pussy?
it's like wasps. It's a wasp's nest.
I got all kind of shit down there.
She
You
doesn't-
will too. when
She
you
doesn't
start
go to the
using-
gynecologist. She calls an exterminator.
My gynecologists hate me.
What is it? That woman? That
No,
I
it
went
was a
to?
man. I hear. I told you about my gynecologist.
You talked about this on Bob and Tom, but I think
I've
you should
never
mention
told the
it.
podcast. Okay.
Not here.
So I got this gynecologist right, y'all, and I had to get rid of him because every time I go in there, he didn't want me to get naked. And let me just mind you, I had to tell him, this is Blue Cross Blue Shield pussy. This is not Medicaid pussy. I don't know what goes on with Medicaid pussy, but this pussy get checked
Get the
about
full tune-up.
Yeah, the full tune up. And I don't go to no motherfucking Jiffy Lube to get it tuned up. I go to the dealership. That's the type of pussy I got.
So
I go-
class.
So I pull up and I call the doctor because I had a meatball hanging out my ass. And I said,
Meatball.
yeah, it was hemorrhoid. But when you let them come out too far, they start forming spaghettis out your ass.
How do you get hemorrhoids?
Girl, don't ask me from the shit I eat, I guess. So I got
Too much time on the toilet, childbirth. You name it.
when you start using vagina, all kind of shit fall out. So I called the doctor and I said, Doctor, I got a meatball hanging out my ass. And the reason why I talk to him like this because he's super Christian and he always want to talk about Jesus when I'm butt naked, so I like fucking with him. And he's like, what? A meatball? I said, a real meatball coming out my ass, doctor. I need to come in there right now because my booty cheeks tight, and every time I walk, they be finding the fucking meatball up and it get real hot. And I think he gonna burn.
A sweaty ass meatball.
I think he gonna
You
burn.
walking around with a meatball sub.
Not a sub, ain't no bread back there, just
The
meat.
booty, the bread.
Oh, the booty, the bread. Well, that bread is hot.
No yeast infection.
No, not in your asshole. So I get to the doctor. My doctor said, he said, look, take your clothes off. I say, what's wrong? I said, Meatball hanging out my ass. And he hates me. And so he tell me, he said, get undressed from the waist down. I said, okay. But me, I like fucking with him. I get butt ass naked. I got my uneven titties on my kneecap. And for some reason, every time he see my titties on my knees, he want to talk about God. And I don't want to talk about God when I'm naked.
Well, it sounds like they're a revelation, Miss Pat.
Maybe so. So here he come in with 3 nurses like I'm gonna rape him. And I'm like, what you got these bitches for? I'm not gonna rape you. And he tell me, lay down. He gonna look up my booty for the meatball. And so I'm fucking with him. I wait till he open my booty cheeks. And I was like, Dr. Johnson. He's like, yes. I said, you ever had this much big black ass in your face before? He let my booty clap, y'all. He sent me to a specialist. He hates me. He fucking hates me. Even though I got top-notch insurance with no fucking copay. He hates me. And he really hates me because I think I'm the only black patient and I don't shave down there. I let my shit look like a Congo just so he can dig in it. And Chris, I don't know if you ever touch black vagina hair, but it's like the hair on my head.
Oh, yeah.
You just can't, it ain't like white vagina. You just can't stick your hand in. This shit'll break your fingernails off if you don't go in there the right way.
It's good advice.
Yeah, so he just can't put the spatula up in there.
Spatula? What is he doing to you?
What kind of tools is he using?
She got a crusty crab down there.
I mean, if he's
is it
using a
called?
spatula,
Oh,
a speculum.
A speculum. A
Yeah.
speculum.
Okay, he went to school.
Oh, me too, goddammit. So he
I'm
put this-
an amateur gynecologist in my spare time.
Well, spatula, that's the shit you flip pancakes with.
Yes,
Yeah.
right.
Oh shit!
Yeah, that's
he
the-
wasn't flipping no meatballs. So he put the speculum in my speculum in my vagina, and you got to move the hair because if you don't,
Right.
I'll be down there hollering. And he fucking hates me. So I found me another gynecologist because he literally
Is this that white woman with the tattoo on her arm?
No, it was a white guy. I ended up going to another white guy. He loves me. Oh my God, he loves me. My new gynecologist loves me. He don't mind touching my titty with the ugly nipple or anything. He just massage both of them like they supposed to be like,
Wait, your gynecologist massages your titties?
Yeah, they have to check you for lumps.
They check you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that was a gynecologist.
Who the fuck you thought we took our titties to?
I don't know a
It's like to
tityologist.
say, he just
Ain't
a
no
women's
goddamn
health
teleologist.
doctor.
That's a rapist.
Oh my God.
that I've been bamboozled. I need a
You've
refund.
been raping bitches. That's what
No,
you've been doing.
I accidentally went to a tityologist.
Oh, teleologist.
Who?
No, I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. I
thank
was
God.
gonna say.
Like, who been touching
I
on
feel like
you?
men, regular doctors, they do it. They touch their titties and their balls.
They
Like,
do.
Yeah, they just have one doctor for all that.
Yeah,
do.
But
general
we got-
practitioner.
Yeah, we got special systems.
Yeah, you got somebody for the titties. That's a mammogram, but your regular
Right.
gynecologist have to help you because we supposed to look for lumps every month. You're supposed to take your titty, and even though mine is big,
Right.
I need my elbow to help me hold. You hold it up, and then you got to touch around and make sure you got to squeeze the nipple and make sure you ain't got no leakage.
Because if there's like white nasty stuff coming out, you got
Something
a
could be
problem.
wrong.
You want some? Juma might be sick because he squeezed his nipple and like oil came out.
Well, that's because he just lost a bunch of weight, so that grease got to go somewhere.
Ugh, I don't know about that.
That's
Mama, it was like
biological.
straight up olive oils.
He ain't got no olive oil.
Mama, he got olive oil titties.
No, I don't think
Yeah,
so.
he do. Go tell him, ask him to squeeze his titty when he come in. It's olive oils.
Who is this?
My son, he just lost all that weight, but his titties going down. But they just hanging out like a bad set of baby mom boobs.
Yeah, it looked like he was breastfeeding.
I lost 70 pounds. Mine just got high and tight. I got lucky. I got perky white girl tits.
No,
Yeah.
he is just hanging like I told him when I get rich one day I'm gonna get him a boob job. I'm gonna get him cut off.
It's so crazy because like our pop, he big, but he don't have.
Hey,
boobs
don't
at
tell
all.
about my husband titties.
Well, I said he don't have none.
He don't have no titties,
He
no
flat chested
cellulite.
like a 6-year-old.
Yeah, but my son I think it was what he was eating when he was little.
Right.
All the hormones in the food and the chicken and shit. And he could eat like 3-4 chickens by
No, I
himself.
think he's shaped like you. He got a big butt, big thighs, and big tits, just like you. He a young.
He got a
lady.
girl body.
Yeah, like I told him he could be like an Instagram star. He can start selling flat tummy teas and them little sugar gummy bear things that don't work. He'd be
What the
so
fuck
popular.
are you talking about?
Told him he get a waist trainer.
Don't say the people names on the podcast,
What do I call him? Do
brother.
That's so weird. Brother G. Because I have two. So which one?
Which one you love?
Okay, so brother G, yeah, he could be an Instagram thought. That's all I'm trying to say.
He lost a lot of weight. My son just recently lost 100 pounds, y'all.
He lost 130.
130
Dang.
pounds. He looks really good. And I think it's because, I think I said this before, because he's trying to get some pussy. These white girls were not going to give him no pussy in this neighborhood. So I think he's determined to get laid, so he lost 130 pounds. And now he's helping me, but he done fucking made my cycle come back on. And I'm really fucking upset. I'm about to go to Chick-fil-A. I got to stop this shit.
You just came from Chick-fil-A.
Don't tell nobody I'm on a diet.
I'm gonna tell him when he get here too. Because every time she does,
You have
something bad,
no
I choose-
fucking life, Garyana.
She is such a narc.
Yeah.
Every time she do something bad, I tell Junebug, and then she gets upset.
I was told that in households of this color, snitching is wrong.
Snitches get stitches.
Right.
Well, they need to
said-
stitch you up because you bleed it. I'm perfect.
He said household of this color.
I know, right? And right when he said that, I looked at his elbow and they ashy.
I do have ashy elbows, yeah.
Elbows are not ashy.
Get here, you see?
Look, yeah.
I can't see that.
Yeah.
You ain't got any
I do
glasses.
have ashy elbows, yeah.
Y'all don't know what ashy is.
No, I mean,
When you get the shower, don't you put like straight up lotion on?
no,
Why not?
because I'm a man. Men don't lotion things. Well,
Well, how you
most
jack your
things.
penis?
Let's not go into that right now, Miss Pat.
Yes.
So what you use? Vaseline? Nothing? You gonna fucking beat your dick black?
Just a dry jack, yeah.
You gonna beat it black?
Maybe that's what I'm looking for. Trying to gain a couple inches.
The best way to lose, I think the best way to gain inches in penis is to lose weight, right?
Yeah, absolutely,
Because I asked
yeah.
my son, I said, did your penis get bigger since you lost all that weight? I said, you gotta be
Why do you
packing
talk
now.
to him like this?
I want to make sure my son ain't whipping out small wieners on people.
Yeah, it's family pride.
Yeah, that's embarrassing us.
Okay.
What she said something earlier to you, and I just went, "This family, man."
What did she say to me?
I don't even remember. It's just what's funny to me in doing this
Oh,
podcast.
because she didn't want me to sit on this chair because she was like, "Are you on your period?" I was like, "You're on your period. I'm not suffering with you."
Like, I thought that was really weird. Like, don't you wear pads? Like, if you're on your
No, but she's leaking through everything.
Hey, this a podcast.
Oh, I thought you already told him how you. But the place.
I love
when you would go get your nails
my
done.
favorite thing when you're on Gary on it is that she says all kinds of crazy shit, and then you say one thing. She's like, "Hey, cut that out."
I know it's so crazy. But
my
did you tell him
business.
about like the nail salon?
Hey, what you want? What? Hey, I'm on a podcast. I'm on doing a podcast. Hey, dude, call me back because if you say it, everybody gonna hear it.
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you.
Dang, you ghetto. All right.
Your mammy.
You are her mammy. That's what she called ghetto. You just reinforced her statement. Oh my God.
If you didn't hear that, she said, "Damn, you're ghetto."
Oh, my daughter.
Yeah, you didn't hear her. You said, "I'm on." You started yelling, and she goes, "Damn, you ghetto."
I got some bougie ass middle class kids. They make me fucking sick, and they always want to throw back in my face that I didn't have shit. Well, you got shit because I got my shit together, motherfucker.
Ain't nobody ever thrown that back at you.
Y'all always throw shit back
What
at
did
me.
we do to you?
Y'all act like, oh, like you
No,
know,
what? Because I don't like manwich? Because I won't eat manwich. And that's bougie.
Man-
It comes from a weird can.
she would not
It's
eat marriage, and
gross.
that shit was that. What? Let me tell you something.
Oh
It's
my
two
God.
things you ate when you was coming up behind. If you had hamburger helper, was okay.
Hell
But,
yeah.
nigga, when you got manwich, that mean mama got the fucking food stamps.
I don't
I
want to eat
cooked
no
manwich
manwich.
the other day. She like, how dare you bring that poor meal into our house? Them kids, fuck that manwich up when I
disgusting.
cook.
Manwich is delicious. Hey, it's just ketchup. It's basically
I
ketchup.
don't like ketchup. That's why I don't like it.
Manwich is delicious. Hamburger
Manwich
helper, delicious.
Gross.
Fuck yeah.
She
Hamburger
won't eat
helper
neither
is
one.
just salt. It's salt. It tastes
She's
just like
fucking
salt.
bougie. She ain't.
That's
never-
not bougie. I just don't like that crap.
She's stop all that fucking yelling. She's never been without. That's the fucking problem. Because if you had been without like me, motherfucker, you would eat the outside of the paper on the ketchup.
Well, we
cup.
two different people. I'm not about to eat
Why
that.
you fucking yelling? This is a fucking podcast.
Do you hear how loud you are?
Well, fucking stop. He's fucking with the volume. Your fucking thing going all the way up. Stop all that goddamn yelling.
You're the loudest.
I'm
I'm
not.
just trying to keep up pace with you.
Well, lower your fucking
Okay,
voice.
we're gonna both lower. Go
Just
get
inside voices.
Your inside voice.
Okay,
but
we
she
both
thinks
gonna
she's
go.
fucking bougie, y'all, because
not
she won't
bougie.
eat. She won't. Now I don't blame her for not eating no spam.
Oh,
Ain't
yeah,
no fucking
gross.
spam. That's just too fucking poor.
And I don't
but
like
she won't
bologna.
eat manwich. She won't eat bologna. And hey, and when I was coming up, motherfucker, it was only one type of bologna. Bologna with the thick. You didn't even have no motherfucking bakery or no butcher to slice the shit.
Yeah,
Beef bologna. None of that
You
beef
mean a
bologna.
deli?
A deli, yeah.
What's a bakery?
Well, what the fuck I'm talking about? The man with the little white hat. You had to take that motherfucker. You had to slice that motherfucker with your mama thin ass knife. The knife break off in the motherfucking bologna, and your fucking bologna like a fucking hill that a car jump.
Oh my god.
Had terrain.
Yeah, your fucking bologna had terrain in it, hills and shit. But now you got a nice bakery man who greet you and slice your shit, and it got garlic and pepperonis in your fucking bologna. They got all flavor. It was just one flavor.
Haven't you ever had a delicious pickle loaf?
Now, I don't know what the fuck that is.
Old fashioned loaf?
Nigga, don't nobody eat that shit but white people.
You don't eat pickle loaf?
Hell no. That's like eating that fucking fruit cake. Niggas don't eat fruit cake.
What, too delicious?
Hell no.
think
When
the only
you
bread-
show up with a fruit cake at Christmas at Black Folk House, they're gonna whoop your motherfucking ass.
They're so gross.
I think white people eat fruit cake because that's their only diversity. That's all that shit thrown in there together.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is delicious. It tastes like,
Like,
the
You eat
diversity.
fruit cake?
No, God, no.
Oh,
Who thought to put cherries inside of bread? It's cherries. Oh, so gross.
it's just
Y'all are
fucking nasty. Well, my mom used to go to the food bank back in the day. See,
Yeah.
she ain't never been to the food bank, so she don't know shit. So at the food bank, they always have a nice ass old fruit cake for your ass. That motherfucker was dated 2 years ago, but they tell you it's good because the package still closed. What the fuck was I about to say?
I don't know. We should take a break and you can think about it.
Oh, I gotta take a break, y'all. I gotta pee too. So I'm gonna come right back and I'm gonna tell you by the time we went to the food bank to get food, so my uppity ass daughter can come back down to life and realize.
I'm not uppity.
Shut the fuck up. How good her life feel. Ain't nobody molest you, ain't nobody rape you, and you been eating good. You look like you
So
been
you mean the
eating
bare
good.
minimum of life? That's the bare minimum that can happen to a child.
Shut the fuck
You're
up.
giving me the bare minimum.
What
to be
about
proud.
what about a hug, Miss Pat?
And you got a motherfucking daddy. We'll be right back after this. All right, y'all, we back with my daughter, and I just had to tell her how grateful, how blessed she is that she got a daddy.
Well, how you gonna be mad at me that my daddy stayed? It ain't my fault your daddy left.
Oh, we're gonna do that.
No,
oh
I'm
boy.
not trying to throw shade at you, but
'Cause
you're
I had a
you're
daddy-
attacking me for something I can't control.
I feel like I need to step out.
this is nothing. We having a friend conversation.
Your daddy
attacking me for
stayed.
something I
Your
can't
daddy didn't
choose.
stay for you.
Okay.
Your daddy stayed because I had good vagina.
Well then, how are you attacking me about that? That's your problem.
You wasn't even supposed to be here,
Okay.
but we kept you.
Wait,
No.
what were you going to do with her?
Nothing. She knows she needed me.
What I did to the two before her.
Oh, no.
Kill them in
tell you that.
miscarriages.
Shut the fuck up.
That's what happened to them.
I don't do miscarriages.
No more.
We call in the hood. We call them. They
I
didn't
don't know.
make
It
it.
sounds like you might be having one right now. I mean, if tampons aren't stopping this, they're...
I don't do tampons. They too big. But anyway, I gotta tell you.
well, that's why you stayed.
I gotta tell you when I went in labor with Garyana. Did I ever tell this story before?
Nope.
All right, because I repeat myself. So I tell you. So I've been with my husband for over 20 some years. That's her daddy. Her daddy raised my first two kids, and that's their daddy too. So they all got the same daddy.
In theory.
In theory, yeah. So, make a long story short, her daddy is very, 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 very cheap.
Don't talk about pop like that. He's just very, very cheap. It's only 2.
No,
You didn't
he's
have to
about
do that.
9
6.
varies.
You didn't have to put like 8 in there.
So the day I went in labor with her, right? So it's a Wednesday, I'll never forget.
Right.
So I wake him up. I said, "Hey, I think the baby coming." He's like, "What? Today?" I said, "Yeah." He said, he get up and he walk on the floor. I said, "What's wrong?" He said, "What hospital you gonna go to?" I said, "I need to go to Grady Memorial Hospital because I had a surcharge and they had just taken it out. So I was a high risk pregnancy." And he said, "Well, I ain't got no money to park at Grady. Can you hold the baby to Friday?" I said, "Motherfucker, how am I gonna hold a baby to Friday? This ain't grocery."
Couldn't even hold a shit that long.
I know, right? Thank you. He said, "But I don't got no money to park. Can you just go to the hospital?" I said, "No, I'm a high risk. My doctor waiting on me." So this motherfucker, he didn't even want to get in no ambulance because he's so cheap. He say, "Well, you on Medicaid, so if I get in the ambulance, because he was fucking doing construction at the time. He said, if I get in the ambulance, they gonna charge us more." I'm like, "No, they're not, Gary. No, they're not." So he said, "I'm just gonna drive my car." So he get to the hospital. I take my daughter with me, my oldest daughter Ashley, and we get to the hospital. And he pacing the floor, so he had like just a few quarters to get me into the room, and they perked me up and shit.
You have to put in money like a slot machine. You want a bed? That's $1.
No, he put it.
He's talking about the parking meter.
The parking meter. Yeah, here come Dion. Open it up for Dion. So so literally what did he do? So he put the money in the fucking parking thing. So he waited about an hour. He said, look, I'm about to run out of meter. I'm about to run out of money. He said, I ain't got no more money to pay for no parking. They gonna tow the car. Cause at this time we dead ass broke.
Right.
We dead ass broke. What Dion Mike?
Right over there, the gray one.
Man, just set the shit right here. This is real wood. So anyway,
You don't need to.
That's
You don't
even
need
worse.
a coaster. This is real wood. All right.
yeah, I bought this shit off Craigslist. But anyway, so he said he's out of money, right? We talking about when I had Gary on. So he said we out of money. So I said, what you gonna do? He said, I'll be right back. This motherfucker go home. Go to his mama house. I'm not lying. He get his mama, his nephew, my nephew, his special ed uncle, who would not stop looking at me the whole time I was pushing. He come back with all these people and his special ed uncle. Uncle Ted was the type of person, he just walked in circles, but he like picking up shit off the floor all the time.
Okay.
No, he was not. He had brain damage.
Well, I said he was special. Somebody did something to him and fucked up his brain. Yeah. So anyway, make a long story short, he come out with all these people. Now this time you can have, when you have a baby, everybody in the room with you. So I said, Gary, what the fuck you go get your mama and your special need uncle for? And he wouldn't sit down, and the doctor kept saying, you gotta sit down, sir. Every time they throw gloves out the floor, this motherfucker picking up bloody gloves.
This is just a small sampling of what you've missed, Dion.
You dropped these.
Let me recap. All right, go finish the story.
So he come in and I was like, then his mama, my mother-in-law was an old sassy bitch like me. So as the doctor moved over, she moved and said, "Excuse me, doctor, I think the baby coming," and she crapping on herself. And I'm like, get your motherfucking mama looking at my pussy. Your mama looking at my pussy, dude. Then after I had the baby, the mama said, "Well, your vagina ain't as big as I thought it was." She said, "Cause I've seen baby tear asses up." I'm like, your mama see my pussy, Gary. Your mama. All there in the fucking doctor, wait, get this bitch out of here.
Like, don't talk about my grandma.
Fuck your grandma. She dead now, y'all.
Screw you.
So here's what you've missed, Dion. Miss Pat has a meatball in her ass.
I've heard that story.
Turned out to be a hemorrhoid. Yeah. She's on her period for the first time in many a year. Could be a miscarriage by the amount of bleeding that we've got going on.
Jesus Christ.
So please avoid her at all costs right now.
Miscarriage, I'm backed up.
Fortunately, Garyana did not tear her asshole during birth. So
See, I've been nice to you since the day I was born, because I could have really tore it up in there, and I didn't, because I'm sweet.
You wasn't big enough. So,
According.
so I deliver her. Jesus Christ. Pretty little thing you ever want to see. Then she come out with this. As soon as she start talking shit. Just start fucking talking shit.
What?
I remember when she was little.
Listen to you. Me?
I was so sweet. No, they didn't like me at preschool, but that was like the only thing.
No, let me tell you what she did at preschool.
No.
So she graduated from preschool, right? So I sent him to this Christian academy.
No, that was first. That was kindergarten.
Kindergarten. I sent her to the Christian academy. So I said, because the school system in my neighborhood wasn't doing that
I didn't
good.
like that.
So I said, okay, I'm going to send my kids to private school. I got a little money, I can do it. I sent them over to Christian academy. Junebug in there stabbing the shit out of kids every day.
No, he stabbed that girl in public school.
No, he stabbed in there too, because I'm going to put him out. Make a long story short. So he stabbed a girl. So at graduation.
That would be the highlight of our entire family's life. They're just like, no, that was that time. All right, next on to the...
So
amazing.
At graduation, she graduated from the kindergarten. Mm-hmm. So all these kids in there, they stand up. We got a graduation play. I want to be a ortho and analogist. And these kids just that's not kind of be.
What?
I don't fucking know. Whatever.
Orthonologist.
Somebody who do feet and deers. I don't fucking know.
Nobody does feet and deer.
I
You
don't
either do
fucking-
feet
It's
or
a
you
hoof
do deer.
doctor.
It's a podiatrist to animals. I think she meant a bird.
So make a long story short. You never know what the fuck you gonna get on this podcast, and we don't rehearse shit. So Garyana gets something. She got to do her little speech. This motherfucker said, "When I grow up, I want to be an artist. Peace, I'm at this bitch." And we in a
No,
church.
I did not cuss.
Peace, I'm out. What did you say?
I said, peace, I'm out here.
And everybody was like, "She should be a comedian." I said, "What the fuck are you doing, Holly? Peace, we at church, bitch."
Wait, so you saying Jesus wasn't about no peace? Think
Not
about
that kind. That was like dope dealing peace.
No, it was like peace, like deuce, bye.
She like, "Peace, I'm out of here."
Yeah, I don't think Jesus ever said peace.
Get
I'm
out
out.
of here. That's what he meant on the cross. Then he came back, he said, kidding. I got you.
Yeah.
What people don't know is he threw deuces as he said it is finished.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
did. He did. His hands were bound.
Oh, that's right. You're right. I forgot that detail.
Like that.
He tried to throw peace.
Right.
He talked about it.
And they got him.
And then they
The
beat his
pieces
ass.
Got him.
Ain't that fucked
I
up?
wonder is the lady the hoe he touched and walked to the cross?
Mary
Mary
Magdalene.
Mary Magdalene. I wonder is she in heaven with him now?
Yeah.
That's ordained vagina right there. You
Why
know
is it
her.
ordained?
You know her money went through the roof after that. They said, "Oh,
I'm just gonna scoot this way.
That was Jesus' bottom bitch.
how you think he was able to afford them fish and bread?" She got out there. She did what she had to do for Jesus.
Well, we're out of time, Miss Pat.
Y'all going to hell. If hell is real, y'all going. Don't be writing me about this because I believe in God. I believe in the Holy Spirit. I believe in
I don't believe in
Amazon and
Jesus like that,
healthcare.
I don't believe in Jesus like that though. That man had like a whole Jerry curl in the desert. That thing.
Wait a minute,
was
what you
dry.
talking about? You don't believe he was white. We
Oh,
all
no,
know
no,
he was
no,
white.
No,
Why
no,
people-
no. He ain't white.
No.
That
'cause
don't make-
wait,
that don't
back
make
in
no
the-
sense.
You know why Jesus ain't white? Because you talk. What Jesus was at?
Nazareth.
Nazareth.
Jerusalem.
Jerusalem.
Okay.
White people didn't have no suntan lotion back then. So how the fuck you gonna put?
To be fair, if Jesus was white, he wouldn't need suntan lotion.
yes, he would.
No, he could heal people. I think he would just touch his skin, and be like, I think
but he
you're good.
was. He was like
But he
us.
still had a 9 to 5
Stop
job. He was
fucking
still a
hollering.
carpenter.
He was a fuck. Jesus would need suntan. He was in the flesh of us. So whatever we needed, he need. All he didn't need
Yeah,
was
but he
sex.
has special powers. So
But he didn't need no pussy. That's the only thing he didn't need.
And I'm going to also say he didn't
Not
need
wrong.
a job either but he was still a carpenter. Now, wasn't he? Jesus did regular people things. He
well,
was just
if
like
he
us.
was any good, we would have a desk or a table from that nigga.
Don't say nigga. I
he was
believe
black.
that too. I wonder if anybody got Jesus Christ table at the house.
No.
Maybe you just rolling around.
You a
Where's
super
his
Christian.
cross?
You a super Christian. Do you really believe he rose in 3 days
I do.
and left? You
Yes.
do?
Just one dude out of history of all dudes.
Well, the fact that we know about it and that it, like, do you really want to get into apologetics at the very end of this
Yeah,
podcast?
I do. I just got here.
Let's do apologetic. That what it called?
Yeah,
What's
that's
apologetics?
basically like.
Give me a napkin for my nose while he's explaining apologetic to
Well,
us.
I asked him, so if I leave, I'm not going to get the
You can
answer.
hear him shit. You just going in the kitchen. We at the house.
So, if you look at the end, if you look at the period right after he was crucified, everybody like is leaving Jerusalem. Everybody's bummed out. Everybody's kind of like, well, he wasn't the Messiah. He didn't save anybody. What would, if he didn't rise from the grave, what would then possess them to days later, like Stephen being martyred, for instance? So if you look at the actual history of the growth of Christianity, why would people start a religion for somebody that didn't rise from the dead? He just died.
Money?
for instance.
Same reason why people believe in Martin Luther King.
What? I don't get it.
All right. Now
Make it make sense.
I'm
didn't make
interested in this.
Jesus and Martin Luther King, what?
Tell me how they connect, mother.
I don't know.
Okay.
I
Okay.
was just trying to balance too that what black people believe in. Black people really like.
I think
Martin Luther King.
black people
Oh
are
my
familiar
God.
with Jesus too.
Yes. Yeah, but I would agree with Dion Money. More Christianity.
Yeah, but-
because my thing is if
Go ahead.
I think Jesus is real. I believe in God. Something is out there. I'm telling you because I talk to it all the time. I can feel it. I don't know if he's a white man. I truly don't. I don't know.
No, he was a Palestinian Jew in the first century. So he was.
Why are they killing Jews then?
Well, the Jews killed a Jew.
No, the Jews didn't kill a Jew.
Jews killed Jesus.
Jews really killed Jesus.
Jesus was Jewish.
But how you know them people weren't white?
Mama!
Nobody there was white.
Jew is not a race.
The Romans
What was
were
the black
white.
people at?
So
Mama, it was in Africa. The black people were there. Jewish is not a race. You can be black and Jewish at the same time.
I know that.
Well, there was
Okay, so what were
there was an Ethiopian who was big in starting the church, for instance.
Judas was white.
Oh yeah.
White
What
devil.
did Judas do?
He snitched.
White devil.
No, that was a
He
nigga.
sold his best
No,
friend
that
out.
was snitch behavior.
That was a black person.
Honestly, no. Like in that time period, like white people barely existed. I mean, they were in
The Romans were white.
You could, I mean, yeah.
Pontius Pilate was a white dude.
Yeah, I mean, Italian is
So
still
why is
Mediterranean.
white America mad because Jews killed the Jew?
I don't think as a spokesperson for all of white America, I don't think that we're necessarily mad about it. I'm not, anyways.
Well, that's what they. That's what
White people
blow.
don't like Jews because Jews are greedy, according
But
to.
they just
Here's-
set up a church.
Here's the
My
roots.
Jew friends are really nice.
So the roots of anti-Semitism are
Jewish.
basically from the medieval Catholic Church, and so what you had the church segregating people into ghettos. That's the origin of the term ghetto was from Middle East, European Middle Age countries, like putting Jews into separate communities, and
Okay.
then they would use the Jews as kind of a folly, as a foil to
Scapegoat.
say
A whooping
scapegoat
bag.
is great.
So every
Yeah.
time something went, the crops ain't coming. It's the Jews'
Right.
fault. You know, kind of like how they do
Right.
to black people. It's the same.
And then they painted pictures of Jesus with the fair skin and the blue eyes and the long hair.
Who
And that's
did that?
the Middle
Ages.
The first picture of Jesus was actually Caesar Borgia, his son. I did some reading on this. Caesar Borgia is the first blonde hair, blue eyes, white Jesus. Was actually a depiction of the painter's like nephew or something like that. So that
Yeah.
we knew it.
Yeah.
And you know, when I was little, I've told this story 100 times. In the most black households, always 3 pictures hanging on the wall. It was Jesus, Martin Luther King, and John F. Kennedy. And when I started to get a little older, and God said, I went to church just to eat. And one time I really listened to a sermon. And they said you should have no idol of God in your house, but you had this Jesus Christ on the wall.
Right.
And I told my mama, I said, you should mess with that man because he gonna stop your blessing. And that's why our food stamp keep being late. Because you got this idol on the wall and God is a jealous God. You're like,
Right.
that's God. That's God. I said, bitch, if you take that God down, shit started happening for you.
Okay.
But she wouldn't listen to me.
What? What, Garyana?
because it actually makes sense. It was so cuckoo that it made sense.
But yeah, because they said God is a jealous God. You shouldn't
Right.
worship that out. She be in there praying to that white Jesus.
does that make sense?
No, because I
That
took,
God is like why?
but
Yeah,
because he's
why?
not
How?
supposed-
because
I feel
there's
like-
nobody else you can worship other than, well, I guess materialistic thing. That's true.
No, because I took a philosophy of religious
philosophy
class.
of religious.
Okay, bye.
Hold on.
No,
I'll have to
say
check
Go
out
ahead.
this. I took a philosophy of religion class. Oh, wait.
Just hold it like this, please.
Oh, I'm sorry. I took a philosophy of religion class, and they were talking about like the God is a jealous God part, and they said that that's like something like misinterpreted because God's not supposed to be jealous. He's supposed to be like omnipotent and full of goodwill toward
Yes.
man. So when you say God is a jealous God, you're painting that on him, and he was not supposed to be that way.
And that's why I don't use dildos, because they say God is a jealous God.
Wait.
See, now you're not making no sense.
Huh? How do we go from college courses to deal like?
Because this is the pat down.
Because they say God is a jealous God and God made good dick on earth, then you use a plastic dick. He said, what I put all this good dick out for if you gonna make plastic dick?
The biblical sense is essentially that
That was a really good comparison.
No, it wasn't. You thought it was. Because it's not a false idol. Penis is not supposed to be idle.
Oh, your sister be having hers in her purse.
I don't know what my sister does. God bless her heart. I don't know.
she
her
really.
Like that.
That the whole
You know, she should make a
story just doesn't add up.
Okay, well, we'll just move on. We got
to finish anyways.
We got to finish anyway. So, Chris is a big Christian. I believe. You believe?
What in what?
God.
God, not Jesus, like that. I don't really be effing with him like that.
Effing with him?
She can't cuss in front of you.
I don't really effing with him
Remember?
like that.
Okay,
Wiener is
y'all.
delicious.
I believe in a higher power. I'm a very spiritual person, but like when it comes to organized religion, I'm not. Gonna
don't
be
do
like,
organized religion.
Don't have a religion.
I don't do organized religion because I don't want to pay the dues.
You
But there's
really
religions
don't.
where you don't have to do nothing.
You don't. I like
Where they
hearing-
make you feel bad. At black churches, they'll say,
Yeah.
you motherfuckers ain't paid your tithes in 6 months. And they'll be like, Gloria, my Sister Pat, we know about you. And they be calling me out.
Yeah, that's not how that's supposed to work. Like I after we did that episode where we talked about church and who knows where it falls in the order of these episodes, we did an episode where we talk about church and like Dion blew my mind about black church. When you guys told me what black church was like, I was like, no wonder you think it's all about money because it's
because
just
it's
not
all
that
about
that's
money.
that's like the new way of Christian. It was like the for-profit preaching. It didn't used to be like that.
The medieval church and the Latin Catholic Church, not necessarily the Orthodox Church, but segregating Jews, charging people for indulgences, basically you can get to heaven if you pay the church, ruling with a lot of political power. The Latin Church specifically, what we would call the Catholic Church.
You Catholic?
I'm not Catholic.
What are you?
I'm a Protestant. I go
that?
to a non-denominational church.
So all kind of people there.
Yeah, exactly. And
So you might be next to a motherfucker with a king hat on.
A king? What's that?
The Catholic people, them tall hat people.
The Pope hat.
Mama, no.
The king hat is called the crown.
the mitre.
Oh my God! No, those are Catholic people. They're going to
Only one person wears the hat. Like,
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, she thought it was like a gang.
just
going.
a regular dude sitting in the pews with the fucking Pope hat on, so waiting his turn.
The robes.
And they're like, "Hey, can you move to the side of the It's blocking the preacher."
Well, black church, everybody got on big hat. I don't fucking know. I don't go to church.
Not one hat at the white church.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, the medieval church was really an instrument of evil in a lot of ways. Like, it was all about money. It was all about political power. It was all about projecting white supremacy and that anybody who
At
wasn't...
your church, do they dance with snakes?
No. This is a very normal church. This is very
What
Down
church
the
did
middle.
you go to where they dance with snakes?
You know what I mean?
White people church has two speeds. There's Catholics and snake dancers. Snake dancers, apparently.
You ain't never seen that shit when they be having them snakes and be like, them snakes and shit, them snakes bite the pastor and the motherfucker die.
Yeah, no, it's like you killed.
You got Carriana into here.
Stop hollering in the mic.
You might want to
Move the mic from your mouth, please.
Snakes?
You've killed your daughter.
I did hear about that one pastor who was like, Jesus will save me from this snake bite. And then Jesus was like, no, I'm not. I'm good.
Yeah, you seen them pastors be preaching with the pay, and then they want to kiss the snake and wrap around the neck like a dope chain and shit, and the snake choke them
What
out.
religion is that? That's a special type of religion.
It's like apostolic.
No,
it's
it's,
Pentecostal.
That's what I was growing
like
up.
the born again thing, or
What?
it's not born again. It's like God. What's it called? I forget it. But they crazy out there.
Yeah, it's usually Pentecostal.
They told, when I was, this is probably, I was 13, 14 years old. I tried to get the Holy Ghost. You get baptized and then you try to speak in tongues. So they baptize you, right, in front of everybody. And then they take you into this back room and it's everybody got baptized. And they're like, all right, now you got to start speaking in tongues. And so I was like, okay, how do I do that? And they were like, just keep praising Jesus until it hits you. So I literally was in this room with like 6 other people just saying hallelujah until my voice literally went out.
Oh,
Never
my
spoke in
goodness.
tongues. Everybody else is doing it. I didn't realize at the time that they just were faking it to get out of it.
Right, yeah, no,
So
it's-
I'm like, I believe because I was so afraid of going to hell. I always thought I was going to die young. So I was like, I want to be, I want to go to heaven before, shit hits the fan. Because they kept telling me this nigga was coming back. Jesus is coming back.
Don't call
He's
him
coming.
no. I only wanted to ever go to heaven for one thing. That last supper.
Right.
I told y'all this. That's the only thing that ever turned me on about church.
Was the fruit
Because we didn't get fruit. We didn't get fruit. And they had a lot of it on that picture.
Right.
That's the only reason why. I thought that's what heaven was like, a buffet.
They told me heaven was nothing but praising God for eternity. I'm like, that's boring. Why would I want to do that?
Well, like speaking
No Netflix?
Nothing. Just telling God how awesome He is for
if you
the rest
love
of
God,
forever.
then that'd be fun.
For a while.
No,
What kind of...
like speaking in tongues biblically is just that if you were French and I were English and I spoke English, you spoke French, and we didn't have a translator, you could understand what I was saying. Like that's in Acts when they speak in tongues. That's what biblically speaking in tongues means. And I have no idea where this whole gibberish thing came
My
from.
mom used to be able to speak in tongues.
They don't be speaking in tongues. They be making that shit. I can speak in tongues.
Right.
I think that's a Migos song.
It did sound catchy.
Honestly, that's the next Cardi B hit.
Put a trap beat on it.
They be lying. They just be lying. I mean, I honestly, we're gonna wrap it up, but I honestly, we talked about this before. It's something. There's a higher power out there. I truly believe that everything come from something. I would love to know where it came from, but I've been a little bit too nosy. Yeah, but
Science will get there. We'll be long dead, but science will figure it out.
Science would never figure it out because remember they tried to build that big old tall building to heaven.
Babel. Yeah.
And he made that Babel.
Yeah.
And that's why everybody came.
Yeah,
That's why
they didn't have the science to do that.
But he changed everybody's language.
And
Because
scattered them, yeah.
And scattered them. So nobody could understand
If
each
you
other.
believe
But
that
then,
story,
like, now
that's
we
the
speak the same language. We can all you
But
understand
now that
each
I've been
other.
on a plane, I don't believe that because it's 30,000 feet on a plane. You ain't gonna tell me a group of niggas was able to breathe up there, there.
It's more an allegory, and it sort of goes along with what we were talking about with what were you explaining about the concept of a jealous God? Like the Tower of Babel is basically human beings try to do everything on their own, and they lose sight of needing God because He's God, and we're just fallible humans. And
I
so,
thought it was like-
if you trust in something, let's say you trust in alcohol, or you trust in drugs more than you trust in God, then that's offensive to the God that is the God of all creation.
See, I thought it was like a mind your business type thing. Like, you need to stay out of my business. That's what I thought he was getting at. Like, stay on your lane and mind your business. That's what I thought.
And it's more like, let me get in your business.
Okay.
Like, I want to be involved in your life is what
that means. He's a father who hasn't seen him as his kid in a while. He's like,
it doesn't make it makes no sense.
Well, my thing is believe what you want to believe.
Well, I got a pass in Bible study, so I have like a whole little plaque, so I know I'm going to heaven. I'm certified.
No, I've been baptized a bunch of times. I'm going to heaven.
Well, we both going to heaven. I don't know what y'all doing. Do y'all got certificates? No.
Why did you get? How many times have you been baptized?
About 7 or 8. My mama, I told you she used to have us baptized to get us free food. Get money and checks. Back in the day, they used to give you join the church. They would give you money and checks.
Wild.
So we just got baptized to get their money. And the day we discovered white churches, it was over. We was rich. White churches give you everything. They give you extra food. Like black churches will take you in their pantry and tell you, don't touch that. Just a few of those. Just this and that. You only get one can. Ration out the fucking free food.
Struggling.
Everybody's struggling. White church, take it all, baby. Take it all. I'm like, hell yeah, white bitch. My mama used to tell all y'all niggas get a box. Not just black church. One motherfucker in the family got a box. At the white church, everybody got a box.
Like a box of food?
No, a box so you can go grocery shopping in the bottom of the church.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then at the end, after you do your end run around, the pastor got a check for your mama. She go buy her some weed and bill, and y'all eat like a motherfucker for a week.
Miss Pat, your life is amazing to me.
Yeah, that's the shit you didn't have. So
Goddamn
no
tragedy.
manwich eating
really
motherfucker.
I'm not going to eat. You're not going to shame me into eating no manwich.
It's the good shit.
I rebuke it. No.
Can she shame you into eating a man?
What?
Dick is delicious.
And we're going to end the podcast with that one. Dick is delicious. Until next time. Thank y'all so much for tuning in to another episode of The Pat Down. Make sure you check out my website at misspatcomedy.com for all of my social media, my tour dates, my book. Make sure you spread the word about my podcast. Please rate and review. Please rate and review and share. Thank y'all so much, y'all. I've been Miss Pat.